YouTube. There you go. I never do an intro. This is so odd. Anyways, today Genshin Impact 5.6 special program is finally here. Not too sure what to expect. I already said it on stream. I'm not gonna show you guys what it is. Freak you all. If you want to know, just come to the stream. That's how it goes. The chat is never on the screen because why would I put those guys here? That's ass. Anyways, I wonder. Like, I had a long ass conversation about it before, about what am I expecting of this place, like this live stream, and what am I expecting of 5.7. But again, that is just safe for the live stream. Guess. What do you mean with the hive might are offended? You guys are not offended. Actually, you guys should be offended. That was intentional. But I really wonder. I think the sound is fun. I don't really know. I don't really care. Actually, I should care. Let me turn it down a little bit. But let's see how it goes. 1, 2, 3, go. I did not press. Oh, I forgot. It's not on. That's on me, guys. Also, is that the max quality? Am I seeing things properly? Yeah, there's no English voice actors for this. Sorry, guys. Back to Fontaine. Cheval Moran? The Cheval Moran? What the hell? So we have Escopier here. Is she a demon? Because that tail is odd. Oh, she attacks with the tail. Well, me, when I mentioned that the tail is odd. Oh, cryo off field. Okay. She support. I don't know. No leaks here. Is her polar a freaking? Oh. Why are the Natlan males on Fontaine? Damn. E5. It's a shame that he's a Forza though. Actually, it's actually better that way, so I don't have to pull too much for him. Dang, what is Kakuku? He flies. Kakuku, do you throw him out in his ultimate? Kakuku killed them all. What the? Nah, that is a diabolical transportation method. Oh my god, the goat himself. Oh. Remuria? Wait a second. This actually looks important. I know, brother. Remus King is dead already. Oh, new boss. But this is from Natlan though. I'm not paying attention to anything of the subtitles. I'm trying to understand by myself. Oh. Ryan daughter. Everybody sit down. Find the truth of this world. He said that. That is true. Oh. Why are there? That's odd. Wait, could it be that is that the fake Calvado? Oh my god. Kaya and Deluxe. Cock and balls. Oh, you guys don't understand that one. Oh. Oh, there you go. That's Zalia. No way. Venti, what the hell are you doing? Hexen Circle. So I was correct. Her circle did actually showed up. That's Alice. Oh, is this a boss? Wait, what? Which person is this? I think I know this. This voice. Do we know this voice? I think we do. New Villette, what stab? Yo, what's going on? This is getting out of hand. What the? Brother, I got overwhelmed. Barca! Oh my god, we actually got Barca too? Brother, let me pause there. I have to. What just happened? It's the other way around. What did not happen? Everything happened. I'm confused. There you go, my stream lagged, but because we're streaming, it doesn't really matter. Ah, smart. Anyways, that was. Oh, though. We got Barca, Dahlia, Albedo attacking Monster. Was he attacking Realistically, we never saw him do it. He did something. I don't know if we never actually got the ability to saw Albedo first glance. I think we did, but I don't pay too much attention on that so far. I didn't pay attention to anything that they were saying on the subtitles because I know Japanese, guys. I don't need to read the subtitles. That makes it a lot easier for me to actually comprehend stuff. The one that I did not expect was Barca. We got Barca's VA in Japanese, of course, not in English. But at least that confirms that Barca is going to be a playable character because he has a VA. That is true that NPCs also have stuff, but the importance in his voice and him not being shown up, also something that we need to point. Barca said he said Barbados. He did not said Venti. And Venti answered back saying Barca. So that means that Barca knows that Venti is Barbados. Something that nobody in Mondstadt knows. Besides, who else in Mondstadt know that Venti is? No, nobody, right? Actually, nobody. Maybe Oviedo, but I don't really remember. But wow, and then we have Newfoundland got stabbed. It's not like it matters, brother. Do you think a stab is gonna kill that guy? The other way around. Brother's becoming stronger than before. He's getting a buff. He's getting a buff somehow. I've heard that somewhere. Don't quote me on that. I'm so confused into why is the Natlan voice only the boys, the only 3 men that is in freaking Natlan. Why are they in Fontaine? We will find out. Dahlia, Albedo, we went to court, which is unique. I did not expect. Well, it kind of makes sense. Albedo in court. We got Kaya and Diluc fighting against. They pretty much recreated the Diluc fight that he had on the bridge, but now they introduced Kaya, so that means that they actually mean business. It's not like every monster that was there was Cryo, so Kaya really doesn't do anything, but you know what I mean. It works. It kind of works. But I don't know. Out of words. Let's continue with this. Let's hope now we have the actual. I would say NPCs talking, but that's all. Oh shit, the redemption code. I forgot about this. Genshin 5.6 paralogism, which is Genshin's 5.6. Genshin Impact 5.6 paralogism. Okay. I'm kind of confused though. I wonder. We're gonna look back into that trailer later down the line, because this is 41 minutes, which is on the longer side. Oh yeah, also the Hexen Circle is so hard for me to pronounce that. Hexen Circle's boss, like the chess pieces, that's diabolical. It looks crazy. I wonder how do we get there? Because this Hexen Circle is tied to Oviedo, but why? And also, we heard Alice first, but then we heard another voice, which in my mind I was like, maybe was
Hello everyone.
Oh wait, no, these guys are. We have the actual VAs, so that's odd.
Special program. I'm Jane Jackson, the voice of Aressa, and I have 2 awesome co-hosts with me today. Why don't you introduce yourselves?
What up, my dudes? My name is Johnny
My
LaQuasto,
dudes.
and I'm the voice of Aoife.
Oh, by the way, I'm gonna be eating while we do this.
Hey, your turn.
Hello everyone, my name is Emily Cass and I voice Escoffier. I'm so excited
Cool.
to be here.
And I am
Skopje.
so excited to be
Skopje.
hosting alongside you 2 today.
Oh, by the way, Emily, I have to say, the way your chibi's tail moves around is so cool.
Oh, actually, it's not a tail. It's a self-adapting movement signal tracking support mech.
Oh,
It's a piece of tech, basically. It helps Escoffier in the kitchen and in combat. It's one of her essential utensils.
so it's not. It is a
But
tool.
it looks so
Oh.
much like a tail.
Yeah, a lot of people think that. And considering how it looks, people even call Escoffier a demon chef.
Ah, okay.
Oh.
That seems a little extreme.
Yeah, I'd say so too, but honestly, I don't know much about Escoffier. Can you tell us more about her, Emily?
Absolutely. Let's take a look at her profile.
Hell yeah, bro. My
Escoffier
fault.
used to be the head chef at the Hotel de Bourg.
Oh, cool.
The hotel is famous for the extremely popular and exclusive Gâteau de Bourg.
Wow. Exclusive.
Okay.
Yeah, only a limited amount of slices are available.
Oh yeah, I
per
remember.
day.
That's the thing
Escoffier
that.
is a master of precision
um,
gastronomy, which means
what's the name
she
of that
approaches
person?
cooking as a
What's the name of the
science.
person?
She even develops
Arlecchino
advanced
sent
methods
to
using her
Karina.
cooking process.
Wow, that's some dedication to her craft.
Of course, in Escoffier's kitchen, no dish is ready to be served until it has her stamp of approval. And when she likes something, she gets completely lost in the flavors. It looks almost like she's in heaven.
That sounds incredible, but what if she doesn't like it?
Oh, then she'd probably say something like...
You thought cream of mushroom soup was ready to serve after 3.5 minutes on the stove. You'd have had more sense serving hot water with ice cubes. At
Damn.
least then you wouldn't have wasted all this perfectly good cream and mushroom.
Wow. Intense.
Yo, Gordon
I
Ramsay,
promise
chill out.
Escoffier is actually
ain't that
very
deep.
well-mannered most of the
Chill
time.
out.
But when it comes to food, she couldn't be more strict. It's all for good reason, though. Escoffier believes her mission as a chef is to make haute cuisine accessible to all. So she's not just strict on other people, she demands perfection from herself too. Because that's the only way to make her dream a reality.
Oh, is that why she develops all those cooking mecha?
That's right. With their help, even people who are short on time or cooking skills can be capable of making a good meal.
Ha, okay. That feels like a personal call out. But seriously though, I'm telling you, I could use something exactly like that.
Same here. Emily, you said Escoffier used to be the head chef at the Hotel de Bourg. Does that mean she doesn't work there anymore?
Yeah, that's right. She even had to spend time in the fortress of Meripede.
The Fortress of Meripede? What happened?
We can't divulge the details right now.
Yeah.
But all will be revealed in Escoffier's story quest, treasured above all. So be sure to check it out if you're interested, travelers. You'll
They
also
send
be
Escoffier
rewarded
to the
with extra
freaking,
ascension materials for Escoffier.
Ooh.
prison?
and
Really?
Travelers will get to take part in a one-of-a-kind culinary
Is this
showdown
gacha
in
life?
this
What the hell are you
quest.
talking about?
Not only will travelers get
What the hell
to
is that?
experience Escoffier's mentorship firsthand, but special guests will also make an appearance.
The way she
Special
walks.
guest, nice. Huh. Okay, I see blubber beasts and
Yeah,
maritime
blubber beasts.
flowers. Wait, do we have to cook 4 blubber beasts using maritime flowers? That's
No, the other
not
way
much to
around.
work with.
All I can say is trust in Escoffier. She can work wonders.
Oh, I'm definitely a believer. Okay, so we know what she can do in the kitchen, but what about on the battlefield?
Right, let's get into it.
Does she cook her enemies alive? Is she paired with
Escoffier
Shang
wields a
Ling?
cryovision and is a
10-10?
powerful addition to
No way.
freeze-focused teams. Which brings
Freeze
us to one
focus?
of her
Damn,
talents.
Freeze getting an upgrade.
When Escoffier's
Damn.
elemental skill or elemental burst
Damn.
hits an enemy,
Wait, what?
she can reduce their resistance to hydro
Okay.
and cryo damage.
S-
The
what-
more hydro and cryo characters
Okay, isn't that what Citlali was supposed to do? It was like, oh, Citlali's gonna reduce stuff. She's a cryo character. She's gonna reduce for cryo, right? No, she does for hydro and pyro. What? What you mean by that? Well, at least Copier is doing the opposite now. She actually does for her own element. Miracle that it was freeze. Freeze, dog. Really? Damn, it is what it is. So now freeze meta is back? Kinda? I don't know. Is this a new Violet buff? Imagine. I really don't know. The only thing that we know, or the only thing that they have mentioned is that reduces resistance. How much? I'm guessing it's gonna be around the same as Citlali and Chevrus. How much is that? Is it Chevrus around 30, right? 30% decrease, or is it 40? I don't remember. I think it's 30, but I could be wrong. I don't have the game open. We could have seen that. Huh? But freeze. Okay.
Characters in the party, the greater the reduction.
Okay. So it looks like the enemies here aren't actually frozen, but the resistance reduction still takes effect.
Yeah, that's really important. As
Oh.
long as her elemental skill or burst hits an enemy, the reduction takes effect. The
Makes
enemy
sense.
doesn't need to be frozen.
Because the
That
bosses
means
wouldn't
the
be a
talent
problem.
works on bosses and other unfreezable enemies.
Wow, so it seems like any character that deals hydro or cryo damage can benefit from that talent.
Mm-hmm.
I can definitely see her being a powerful support in freeze teams.
True, but Scoffier's not just a support. She can dish out damage as well.
I don't
With
believe
an
you.
actual dish.
No way.
Yeah, and when Escoffier unleashes her elemental skill, she summons a cooking mech to the field that follows the active character and periodically fires projectiles at nearby enemies,
Yeah,
dealing cryo
the
damage.
cryo of Pio. I mean,
So with her ability to shred
Yo, why are we firing these
resistance,
guys?
she basically buffs her own damage. In addition, her elemental burst restores HP to the entire party.
she's a healer?
Incredible.
Ah, for you to
Okay,
play with
so she can
Furina.
buff the party,
Oh.
dish out damage, and heal.
Smart.
Wow. Sounds like she's pretty versatile.
Yeah, and thanks to a different talent, she has another ability that
So pretty much
really
what she's
showcases
doing
her
right
skills
now
as a
is
chef.
being
If you
chill on
hold
him.
her elemental skill, the
She
cooking
heals?
mech she summons can absorb elemental energy and convert it into a delicious dish.
What the hell?
I've never seen a talent like that before.
That's odd.
Okay, so you don't even have to prepare the ingredients yourself? Bro, that's awesome.
Yeah, they put
Yeah,
Furina's
and
stuff
plus, she
to
can
attack.
produce several kinds of dishes this way.
Well, that will be so fun to check out in game.
Totally. So take note of this next piece of news, travelers.
That's
In the first
weird.
half of version 5.6,
And Navia, it
we'll
makes
have
sense.
event wishes for Escoffier and Navia. A new 5-star polearm,
Yep, pretty much.
Symphonist of Sense.
Yeah, no,
will be
that's
featured
straight
on
up
the
a
weapon banner. Our new
a-
4-star character, Aoife, will also
Whoa!
enjoy a drop rate boost on the first half.
Wait, what the? Why the hell why are Kukuku's wings so big? How the hell does he have big? Is he Dumbo? Is he supposed to be Dumbo? What the hell? I did not expect Kukuku to have such massive wings when he flies. That's odd. Also, he's coming on phase 1, so I guess that we can. I guess that what we're gonna do is that we are gonna pull on Escoffier because at the end of the day we already have Navia. So we're gonna pull for it, but only to get Aoife if there's no way for him to get it free. If we don't get Aoife on any event like for free, then sure we pull for Escoffier. I don't want her, but she doesn't seem to be a bad option if we have. She can buff Nuvolette because she heals, so that works a lot better for Furina. She can also buff all the cryo motherfuckers that have been laying down on their rock all this time. So, Ayaka and Grizzly, characters that I do not use. I mean, we used them on the last of this run, but that's it. But I guess, she's not a bad addition, but not something that we're looking for.
Banners.
Aoife!
So
no
that's
way,
fine.
bro.
I think that's my line,
way,
but I
bro.
couldn't have said it better myself.
Oh, and another bit of really exciting news is that travelers will get to spend more time with these two in the new version.
Wait, who are you talking about?
Okay, take a look at this clip and you'll see.
All eyes are on me. Lowly servants, behold, the almighty Dragon Lord's magnificence. The heck
Damn.
are you on about?
These two now.
Why does no one ask for the autograph of the almighty Dragon Lord? Kahula how? Oh, wow. No way, bro. What? You little... Oh, dear. Oh, dear. Do you even hear yourself, bro? How dare you? You insolent, contemptuous Huh? What are you on about? No way, bro. Huh? Seriously? Seriously? Do you even hear yourself, bro?
I wonder what
Darn it.
Kukuku is actually saying to
No
him.
way, bro.
Because the
Do
thing
you
is,
hear yourself,
Kukuku
bro?
understands what
Your
Aha is saying.
The almighty Dragon Lord,
But he's limited to the amount of
wisdom is wasted
words
on
that he can
you.
say. So I wonder exactly what he's saying to him. Also, why the hell do I want to have Aha here? Can we
Oh,
get
you
rid of
meant
that guy?
Kuku and a how? Wow, I feel like those two could argue forever.
dude, you don't know the half of it.
Yeah, that already
Hang in
happened. That's
there,
the thing.
bro.
You too, huh? Man, this bro thing is really taking off.
Well,
Don't worry, bro.
Cuckoo is just that infectious. So, travelers met Aoife in the previous version.
Yep.
But since we now have the chance to add him to our parties, want to give us a formal introduction, John?
Yeah, wonder what the hell does he
You
do?
never asked, Jane. Absolutely. As most
Does
of you
he dose
probably know,
damage?
Aoife is a Saurian vet from the Flower Feather clan.
Mm-hmm.
In that land, humans and Saurians live and fight side by side. Saurians get sick and hurt just like everyone else. So Saurian vets do a very important job in that land.
Okay.
And Aoife is a really good one. In fact, you've probably heard of some of his accomplishments already. Like how he saved Kakuku's life, and now, of course, Kakuku works as his trusty assistant.
Yeah, Aoife is practically a miracle worker. I heard Ahau got sick one time, so Kaniche took him to Aoife for treatment, and what do you know? Ahau was better in like 2 seconds. Imagine that.
Sounds like Aoife really knows his stuff. I wonder if he can treat all kinds of dragons, like even ones from other nations.
I guess, in theory.
New
yeah,
roulette?
I don't see why not. Plus, if it was an emergency, Kakuku could help him get there in no time.
I mean, I heard the Flower Feather clan is known for riding kukasaurs, but this is less riding and more dangling, isn't it?
Yeah, what the hell?
Hey, this is a Kakuku appreciation zone only, all right? But seriously, just wait until you see him sprint. He spreads out those
there we
huge
go.
wings, and it's super awesome. Oh, and while we're on the subject, if there are any travelers who haven't done the part of the Ochkanatlan World Quest where you chase down the evil dragon,
Yeah, you can
try
do it with
out
Aoife?
It'll be a completely different kind of flying experience.
Brother, I already did that.
Wow.
I see that.
Brother, I already did
Although
that.
It looks more like Aoife is chasing down a patient for a checkup.
Pretty much. I mean, he was dying, so it makes sense.
Okay, what else can Aoife do in combat?
Well, Aoife is an Animo Vision user with a lot of tricks up his sleeve. For example,
Dante?
when faced with aggressive enemies, Aoife can unleash his elemental burst and fire a therapeutic
We start with the
sedative,
burst?
creating a wind current that pulls in and restrains enemies. Yeah, of course, as Aoife's good bro, Kakuku also helps him out in combat. With Aoife's elemental skill, Kakuku lifts him into the air, giving him
Yeah.
an aerial advantage.
Free to
in
play
combat.
Chaska?
And
Is that
while in
you?
this state, Aoife can continuously fire tonic shots, which deal Animo damage upon impact and restore HP.
Oh,
to the
so it
entire
is a
party.
healer. I had a
Nice.
feeling
So
that was
what
going to be the
team
case.
comps work best with Aoife?
Well, to answer that, we should introduce one of his talents first.
Rescue
When
Essential.
Aoife
What
is
the
in
hell
the
is
Night
that?
Soul's blessing state, he can use his Field Medic's vision to increase swirl and electrocharge damage based on the total amount of Night Soul points across the entire party.
Electric charge.
Okay, so
Oh,
he works
or
well
Aurora.
with characters that can trigger swirl and electrocharged reactions. And
I mean,
characters that
he's
can
the swirl
generate Night Soul
itself.
points. He seems
So,
like a really
Natlan.
flexible
No,
dude.
actually, so just
Yeah,
Aurora.
He is. Plus, in areas with Natlan's phlogiston mechanics, if your current active character or indwelled Saurian's HP drops below a certain percent, Aoife can consume his own phlogiston to heal them.
Nice,
Oh.
putting those medical skills to
Okay,
use.
so for Natlan,
His
you can
kit
have
seems
that
really intuitive,
uh,
and he helps with exploration.
self-healing.
I feel
like where you have,
exploring
like,
the sacred
Baisu,
volcano will be a
when you
lot
grab,
easier than picking
when you
diagonal
grab
from.
herbs.
But what can I say? He is a helpful little guy. Now, moving on to our next bit of news.
Oh, yeah, you can
a
use
new
Singcho's
boss is
weapon.
coming in version 5.6, the Secret Source Automaton Overseer device.
Overseer
Travelers will
device.
need to defeat it to obtain ascension materials for Escoffier.
Huh. I feel like we faced something like this before.
That's because this boss
Yeah.
has the same origins as the Secret Source Automaton configuration device from version 5.1. Both are pieces of ancient dragon technology.
Well, didn't we
They almost
fought?
seem like
Well, I would say,
two
didn't we
parts of
fought
one
something similar?
terrifying monster.
Okay, Jane, let's, this is where we should wrap this part up, I think, because travelers can search for their own answers to this in-game.
Yeah,
Now,
because didn't
let's
we already
kick off the
fought
event portion.
something like that before?
Wow, there are Natlan characters in
I mean, I have
5.8?
not done
Is
that,
it
but I
because
know.
of a festival or something?
Not a festival. An amusement park organized by Navia and the Spina di Rasula.
Ooh.
Auroron and Aoife are there to deliver Natlan produce for the event. But it's not all veggies and good times, unfortunately. Against the backdrop of the festivities, a smuggling case is uncovered, leading Kaniche and Risley to cross paths.
Ooh, a Saurian hunter and a prison warden. Sounds like a fun pairing.
Yeah, right? I actually have a few sneak peeks to share, so let's take a look.
Weird. Why is Ahau cowering behind Kaniche? I would have thought he was too proud for that. Oh,
Wonder.
wait. It must be because of Fontaine's ban on flying objects.
Exactly.
Whatever.
Ahau and Kakuku made the journey all the way to Fontaine and happened to arrive just in time for the ban.
Ugh.
Ahau was able to hide, but Kakuku got scared and flew straight into the Palais Mermonia.
Yeah.
Aurora thinks Kakuku will manage to send all of the important documents in the Palais flying around the building.
Oh no, that can't end well. Well, what about Aoife? Isn't he going to come to Kakuku's rescue?
Don't worry, with Nervalette and Risley there,
With
Kakuku's
who?
in good hands. Plus, he might even learn a new phrase or two. Hey, check it out. Risley managed to teach him one. Anyone want to guess what it is?
I don't remember.
I don't really know what it could be. I guess we're just gonna have to wait and see. Anyway, I wanted
Damn,
to
that was a
point out
rhyme.
there are 2 dragons in this picture. So, does that mean Nervalette could, like,
Understand?
interpret for Kakuku? You know, dragon to dragon. Oh,
I wonder. You want some tea? Oh yeah, that could be the thing. Tea, just tea. That could work.
can't wait to see how
I
their
wonder.
interactions go.
Can
Honestly,
Nivolette
I
understand
can't even
that?
picture it, but I just know it's
I don't know
gonna be
why
hilarious.
we wouldn't.
Mhm.
be.
Yeah, there's nothing we can say.
Oh, so
that
we're
beats
in a
the
new
real
bowl?
thing. So, if you're interested,
So, I
be
guess
sure to
that's
check
Aoife.
out all the shenanigans in game, and trust me, there are a lot of them.
Aoife's bowl, but
Always
that's
makes me laugh.
uh
Now, on to
Fontaine?
the actual amusement park. Let me give you some background. It's called the Cheval Moran Film Fantasyland, and it's the brainchild of a well-known engineer and film buff with the Spina di Rasula in charge of the financing, construction, and general operations.
Oh, Lapine Pauline is back. Didn't she almost go bankrupt after basing her research on that fake story? I
For those who don't know, this is the NPC that give you the little how do you call that? The utility item that allows you to take photos with Charlotte. You can take pictures with Charlotte. That she's the NPC that give you that. I remember.
hope her
She's
investment
crazy.
pays off this time.
Well, if the traveler agrees to come on board, Lapine Pauline might be in a better position.
Come on board. Why are my fraud alarm bells ringing?
It's not like that. If you don't trust Lapine Pauline, yeah, okay. Her track record isn't great, but at least trust Cheval Moran and the Spina di Rasula.
If you say so.
And how do we make sure we don't run it into the ground?
Well, if the traveler agrees to come on board, Lapine Pauline might be in a better position.
Wait, so this is a management sim?
What the hell happened? Did I hear the same thing
Okay,
twice?
Tell me everything.
Wait a second. I'll be back. Let me pause.
You got it, bro. Travelers will be in charge of operations,
You got
like
it, bro.
upgrading the facilities, expanding the park, and managing the staff. During each business cycle, travelers will need to allocate their precious funds and action points to the most important tasks based on their management needs.
And plus, Navia recruited Master Chef Escoffier to run the park's theme restaurant.
Woo!
The dishes she creates can give you unique management buffs, so don't miss out.
Absolutely. You can also increase your revenue by adding different kinds of attractions. For example, in Eclectic Escapades,
Where the hell are you
visitors
flying?
can experience unforgettable adventures.
This
where
one
they
makes sense, but
fly
why
through
were
the
you
air or
flying?
dash underwater at high speeds.
Wow.
Or there's movie masterpieces, where you have to use special abilities to reach the end of the stage and seize the treasure.
What the hell is
Before
this?
launching these attractions, travelers will need to try them out and create a standardized strategy guide for each one, so that visitors understand how to get the most out of the experience.
Nice.
Oh, and travelers can also add an attraction called Mellow Manor, where they can create a cozy retreat for different animals to draw in visitors and increase revenue.
And travelers can also
like, try
recruit some
to
familiar faces to
Reorganize
help run the
everything
park.
to fit in.
Among the recruits,
See,
are
Julian, I
Fontainian
forgot the character
companions and
existed.
friends
Oh
from
my
other
god.
nations too.
Yeah, that's right. By completing friendly encounters, travelers can learn useful management techniques from their companions. Eventually, these companions will become fixtures at the park and provide even more management support. So, long story short, don't worry too much. You don't have to go it alone.
Okay, yeah, that doesn't sound too bad.
And
Not at
plus,
all.
once you get down to business, you'll be rewarded for your efforts.
Guys, this is not the
Ooh,
important
do
part of the
tell.
update. It's the
I
second
will
half.
reach a certain point in the
The second
operations,
half is
and
the
you'll
big
be able
part.
to claim all sorts of rewards.
Why would I want to care about
including
Fontaine? Let him
promotions
drown.
and
Oh,
a new
shit.
4-star bow.
Sorry.
Sequence of solitude.
I said that without
Awesome.
realizing.
More primo
Wait a
gems to save
second.
for your next pull.
Wait a second.
Which reminds me, we
I
still
did
haven't
not
finished
mean
announcing
that.
the event wishes, have we?
Oh, right. Yeah, sorry to
Huh.
keep you in suspense,
I
travelers.
think that I've seen
In the
this
second
banner
half of
before.
version 5.6,
Didn't
we'll have
Natlan's
return event
5.0
wishes for Kinich
second
and
half
Raiden Shogun.
was Kinich and Raiden Shogun?
Plus, the
I
Chronicled
remember.
Wish banner will be
Oh,
returning in version 5.6.
I don't really care.
I
I have
know a
like
lot of travelers have been waiting
1,
for that,
2,
so check
3.
it out if you're interested.
Yeah, you
4
have
characters
to,
out of
and
this.
best of luck on your polls.
All right.
1, 2,
That was a lot of
3,
info,
4. Yeah,
so
4
let's
characters.
take our
And
first
then I
break.
have.
Here's the
and then I don't have
second
4.
code, travelers.
What the hell was that? Chef Scoffier 0507. 0507? What's that? What with this animation thingy? I haven't redeemed the codes. Well, that's it. What? That was an ad for Scoffier? That's crazy. Me when I get an ad. Oh, lock in, guys. Lock the
Windbloom
fuck in.
Festival, once a celebration of flowers, now shrouded in unease.
We're in Windbloom.
Why is Albedo on trial? Who is the young man in the courtroom?
What the hell is
And
that?
Is he friend or foe?
Is that May?
What tidings
7?
does the Dodo communication device bring this time? The answers to these questions and more in the version 5.6 Archon Quest.
Archon Quest. Wait a second. Archon Quest?
Nice voice.
Oh, nice.
Ah, shucks, thanks.
So, we
that was
finally made it
Eva.
back to Mondstadt, and Albedo's on trial. And I don't even know what to think. But something tells me there's more to this situation than meets the eye.
That meets the
Well,
eye.
I've put together
Bring
some
Dahlia. I don't care
information
about that
the
character.
case. Let's go through it and see if
Also,
we can
another
uncover
freaking
some new
cryo character.
clues. So,
Can we start
here's
with the
the deal.
cryo? Can we delete the
Albedo's
element? Actually,
been
no.
accused
Delete
of
Geo. That's
murder
better.
and unlawful disposal of human remains, and the case is being tried in secret. The logistics captain of the Knights of Favonius, Hertha, seems to have compelling evidence against Albedo.
Herda?
So the situation is serious.
Dahlia's cryo.
I'm sure Bertha is just trying to do her job and uncover the truth.
I-
Uncover the truth. But there has to be some kind of misunderstanding here.
Well, in
Surely.
court, the evidence does the talking. Travelers will have access to Albedo's office on the second floor of headquarters
Marissa, how you know about that?
to do their own
Not letting us
investigation
have
into
court.
the case and hopefully track down some clues.
So I saw Jean, Kaya, and Eula in the courtroom, all members of the Knights of Avonius, which makes sense. But it looked like someone from the church was also there.
Oh, that's Dahlia. He's the deacon of the Church of Favonius.
I already
so
knew
he
that.
works with Barbara, Rosaria, and the other members of the clergy. Dahlia acts as the Herald of Barbados, which is interesting because he's also friends with Venti.
Yeah, very interesting. He sounds like a very important figure then.
Well, speaking of Venti, the Dodo communication device is back in this quest. At some point, Venti needs it to get in touch with Alice.
Wonder why.
But on the first attempt, the line connects to Grandmaster Varka instead.
What?
It's only on the second try that he manages to reach Alice.
Whoa, hold on. You just dropped two major names. Varka has been on an expedition for a long time. Sounds like we've
Long
finally got to
time.
hear
Brother
how
has been
he's
in an
doing.
expedition before the
As
game
for
even came
Alice,
out.
We know she's the mother of the most adorable Klee and an elder of the Hexen Circle. But I wonder why Venti needs to get in touch with her.
Yeah, that's weird.
Wait, could it be because of the monsters in the city?
Oh, you know what? In Amber's anthology chapter, she did say the number of monsters around Mondstadt has been skyrocketing lately.
Right, and now there are even more monsters in the city. So maybe Venti is reaching out to Alice for help.
I think you two are
Why
onto
would
something.
why
And
would
if we
Venti
take
seek
a look
for
at
help?
this map, we can see that a lot of our old friends have joined in on the fight to defend Mondstadt.
Wow, this is kind of emotional. Mondstadt was the beginning
Damn,
of
Amber.
everything. It's the place where travelers met their first companions and embarked on this whole journey. And now it's in crisis. Oh,
Damn
hopefully
to the
travelers
wicked.
can do
Boom.
something to stop it.
Oh, they can.
Oh, the
but
official
it won't
can
be an
solo
easy
the
road.
game. Actually, where's
Alice can
Bennett? I did
offer
not
something
saw
to
him.
help, but travelers will need to pass
The
a
game
trial
before
first
the gate.
and defeat
Huh?
the king and queen on the chessboard.
Huh?
Anything to defend Mondstadt. I'm sure travelers aren't scared of a little trial.
Okay. Then let's take a look at what awaits them.
What the hell? Imagine that the first part of the battle is actually it is actually chess. Oh, we're cooked. We're cooked. I don't think your Genshin player knows how to play chess. And I said we by mistake. I mean you guys. I wouldn't. What the hell is this? Hydro, pyro, electro, everything. I'm guessing you have to do something to stop
Alice
that
will
attack.
preside over the first phase of the trial. The trial takes place on a chessboard, but the rules of chess don't exactly apply.
Yeah.
Look closely, and you'll notice some of the pieces on the board can harm the king. Travelers can use that to their advantage to create an opening and dish out damage.
Can you attack?
But in the
No, I don't
second
think you can.
phase, there are no chess pieces to use. Travelers will need to rely on their own strength to emerge victorious.
It looks like there's a different Dodoco presiding over the second phase. One wearing a blue hat. Is that a different mage from the Hexen Circle?
What I'm
which
guessing,
one?
it has to be like
Well,
Mona's
travelers
master.
will have to uncover that for themselves.
It's either Mona's master
As
or
for the
Rhine daughter.
second phase of the trial, let me
Or
offer
what's the
a
name of the
quick
other
piece
one?
of advice.
But,
The boss
but,
has
I
some
don't remember.
extremely powerful attacks, but freeze reactions can help you create.
Freeze!
Maybe jot
Okay.
that one down for later, travelers.
That's
So,
Bro,
we
like,
know
can
there's
we
murder,
stop with
an attack on
freeze?
Mondstadt, a Hexen Circle trial. But
whatever.
we have no idea how all of this is connected.
Well,
Seems
time
like
to
there's a lot for
undoes
travelers to
Ayakan Grizzly.
uncover.
Whatever.
You know, if you think about it.
Okay, it is an
First, Natlan had a
interlude.
crisis with the ley lines that almost ended in death. Then, a similar crisis happened in Liyue, and now Mondstadt is in danger. I can't help but wonder if this is all some kind of terrible omen.
Yeah, but look on the bright side.
The
It's
bright
another
side?
chance for answers. Maybe we'll
Or
uncover
more
new clues about
questions.
forces we've encountered before.
If
Or
I don't
what
try
we
to
can
be
expect on
positive
the
here,
road
this is
ahead.
more
Or
questions
maybe
than
we'll even
answers.
get one step closer to the truth of Tavat.
Yeah, and
The
then
truth of
travelers
this
can give
game,
us
you're
all the
lying.
answers.
Yeah, I think we're gonna leave all that hard work to you guys.
I
All
guess
right,
it is what it
okay,
is.
Well, let's lighten things up and dive into the remaining version 5.6 events.
I really don't care about the events now.
First up,
What
on
the hell is
docket
this?
is an event that brings us back to Fontaine, where travelers can test out their tactical brilliance in the new wargame Operation Damport Simulation.
Dude, nuts.
What the hell is this?
Oh, I know. This wargame comes with all new offensive and defensive gameplay. The key
We're
to
playing
success
Clash of
is
Clans
really
now.
understanding your game
What?
pieces.
Okay.
We're playing
what
Clash
do
of
you mean?
Clans.
Well, for example, is it a melee or ranged attack piece?
Which
And
game
it could
haven't
be
we
break through
installed?
obstacles,
Like,
or maybe
which
even
game have
bypass them
Genshin not
entirely.
stole from?
Once you feel like you
We're
know
missing
what
like
to do,
one.
you can test out
Plants
the
vs
skills and
Zombies?
help.
I think we already did that
The
one.
actual gameplay is
I don't
pretty
remember.
simple. What this event really tests is strategy. For example, when
Brother.
adjusting your defensive lineup,
What?
you can even set traps for your opponent.
I see a button called defensive
We haven't. I was like, we have not done
Looks
Geometry
like we
Dash.
can
You're,
use it
you know
to
what?
test
That's
out our
right.
strategies?
Where's my
Mhm,
Geometry
that's
Dash
right.
here?
And once you set the defensive and offensive lineup that works best for you, the battle is ready to begin.
Yeah.
And while your opponent tries to break through your defenses, your job is to use your chosen offensive lineup to outmaneuver their strategy. The side that breaks the opposing formation first, or makes greater progress within the time limit, wins.
Wow.
Okay. So it sounds like it all comes down to strategy. All right.
Yeah, because
so
that's the whole
get
point. But you know what?
tactical,
Whatever.
travelers.
Now, if that last event was mostly about brain power, this next one is all about firepower.
Let's go.
Okay, let's take a look
More
at the gameplay.
Natlan?
Think this is
Oh.
a simple battle for coins? Haha, well, think again.
It is.
Players will have the opportunity to indwell Saurians at certain points. Use their abilities to your advantage, and you might be able to turn the tides in your favor.
Yeah,
This
you
looks
can
so
attack
fun.
the
You
people.
could just
That's
stay in Saurian
diabolical.
form the whole time and blast all the other players away.
Oh, if only. The Saurian form only lasts so long. But even in human form, you'll have Natlan character skills at your disposal. So the goal is to collect as many coins as possible to secure.
Okay, but you have
Nice,
the.
So this next event
And
is
now
called
Sumeru, we're going
Chronicle of
around the
Shifting
place.
Stratagems. I'm sure at this point in their journey, travelers have gained their fair share of
Well, no,
companions
it's just
and
a
have
com-
tested
a
out their
combination
skills
of
in a
monsters.
variety of different situations.
Natlan,
But
Fontaine,
maybe
Sumeru.
there's a character you want to learn more about, like Escoffier, for example. Let's say you want to test out her potential in different team comps. Then I highly recommend trying out this
What?
event.
Wait.
Chronicle of
Can we
Shifting
go back? What do you
Stratagems
mean by
gives
that?
Travelers the opportunity to study and test out different team compositions. The event is divided into different levels
Entire?
of difficulty.
What
and
do you
there
mean
are
times
also
40?
challenge buffs to take advantage of.
Did I just
So
say-
make sure to
what do
take
you
that
mean
into
times
account
40?
when forming your teams.
Okay.
Travelers can also take a look at the challenge record and see how their friends approached each challenge. Could provide some food for thought.
Nice. Sounds like the perfect excuse to do some experimentation and think outside the box.
Did I can just
Indeed.
attack the air?
Alright, moving on to some Genius Invocation TCG.
Nah, I don't care about
updates.
this one.
First, a new card skin will be added to the card shop.
Oh
so
my god,
check
the
it out if you're
diamond
interested.
tier.
Travelers can also look forward to new character and action
Chilonin
cards
and
added to regular mode.
Setos.
Nice. More food for the card sharks.
There are also some major updates to automatic artistry.
So in addition to the character and action card updates, the elemental reaction effects are different.
Yeah, and during the match, there's now a card refresh option as well as mechanisms for character enhancement and replacement. So the
Me, when I
gameplay should be
not
even
understand
more
a
engaging.
single thing that they're
Travelers
saying
might
right now.
even be able to come up with some new strategies and surprise their opponents with unexpected moves.
That's right. And finally, the ley line
I don't care about this
overflow
one.
event is returning in version 5.6.
Nah,
so
I don't even
miss out.
care.
We won't.
I still
Let's
have
take
not
our last
finished the-
break. When we
I still don't
return,
have the
we'll
achievement
talk
of the
system
ley lines.
optimizations
The
and
800
all
ley
that.
lines,
See you
I
on the
still
other
don't have
side,
that.
Travelers.
See how little I care. What's this? Oh! No way, bro. Versus no you. That's crazy. So it ends on June 16. June 16 is the last day of the update. Okay, kind of makes sense. Spiral Abyss, Imaginarium Theater, and then the Spiral Abyss right... No, yeah, the Spiral Abyss is right when the update, when the next update starts. That's crazy. Oh, they're putting... I just realized they put the whole Primus that you're gaining. 420 for every event. 420, 420, 420, 990, and 90. How much is that? Guys, do the calculation. 4... I can, I already spaced out. That's 6, that's 4, that is 1260. And then 99 is... Yes.
Welcome back, travelers.
Exactly.
Welcome back.
Welcome.
Something.
Let's jump right into system
That's
optimizations.
more than... That is
Some
a
travelers
temple.
provided feedback that the brilliant blessing
Cry.
enhancement process in the Imaginarium Theatre was a bit confusing, which made it difficult to level up strategically and optimize character turn order. So, in the version 5.6 update, the dev team has made the Brilliant Blessing details page a lot more intuitive, which should
I don't
make
really
it
care,
easier
guys.
for travelers to make strategic level up decisions.
Nice.
Yeah,
This
and in
is something I
addition-
need to say. For me, the Imaginarium Theater, it's more about the amount of characters that I have than the buff itself. Because I can have a blessing level 4 if I want to, but if the characters that I have are, I don't know, Dory, I have like, let's say we have Overload level 4, and then we have freaking Dory and Gaming. What's that? I don't care if it's level 4. Those two are not doing anything. Realistically, they're not doing anything. So the buffs doesn't matter. So I usually tend to finish all my imaginary theaters with at least one blessing being level 2. Besides that, I waste everything on getting characters, random characters, but because that's a lot better. Get rid of the weak characters at the early stages so you can leave the stronger characters to the end. If I don't have stronger characters, then we lost. Straight up. Blessings are not gonna save you, dog. So realistically, I don't know.
Rewards will be available for completing the star challenges in the new season of the Imaginarium Theater that begins on June 1st.
You know what would be nice?
What?
A restart
Okay.
button after the final act. As it stands right now, finishing the
Okay.
final
But I don't understand why the hell did I scream what? What the hell is that?
takes you directly to the credits, right?
Why are we getting one of the? Why are we getting one of those? If you get 9 stars, no, you don't even need 10. You need 9. So the last boss doesn't really even matter. But really? Wow. Well, guys, time to lock in. I mean, it's not like I don't get it anyway. I always get the 10. No, just actually the previous Imaginary Theater I got 9. Shame on me. I know. Shame on me. But I got 9. So it is what it is. But I mean, like, that's the usual. But okay. I let's now it actually
What if you just missed that
incentivates
last star challenge?
people to get that one.
That would be such a bummer.
Yeah, the dev team has received that feedback as well, so a restart button is also being added to the new update.
Yeah, this is something that I
Let's
mentioned
go.
when
That
we
should
did
make
this.
it easier to get full stars.
Is that
All right, so
when we
this
did that, I was like, damn. I would get 7 or 8. I didn't care. Now, see, because you didn't care. Now that's not the truth. It's just because you suck straight up. That's it. This is not all because I don't care. No, it's because you can get it. That's how it goes. Stop lying to yourself. But yeah, the thing about the reset on the last one, I mentioned that on stream. I was like, what happened if let's say you're gonna get the star on the last boss, but you went over for 1 second and then you kill the boss. You cannot restart. You ended the whole thing. And there's no way for you to actually play that. So if you miss for 1 second because you made a mistake, then you're cooked. You don't get the last star. Unless you want to redo the whole thing again. It is a good thing that they're putting that. I mean, I did I got the last I think I didn't got the last star. I think I got 9 because of that, but I don't remember why I bring that up. I don't remember if it does because of if it was because of that, but I don't know. But I know that I made a commentary about it.
next update
Character
addresses
talents
another
and
common
constellation
problem.
tab.
Travelers have probably noticed that when you go to raise a character's skills, the skill descriptions can be pretty long and dense.
Yeah.
I mean, it's understandable. It's important for travelers to have all the details.
So I'm guessing now there's gonna be an option that says like pretty much like Honkai Star Rail, that it has like the brief text. Maybe.
But it's also easy to get bogged down in the weeds, so this is something the dev team has been working on. Starting in version 5.6, the descriptions on the talent and constellation pages for new characters will be optimized to be more concise.
So you know which ability we're talking about. It's like, oh yeah, this constellation bought this ability that is tied to this ability. Which one was that
Sorting
one?
through all
Yes.
that information should be
Yes.
faster now.
Go to the
Totally.
abilities
Our
and
next
read which one is it.
optimization is for the treasure compass. Travelers provided feedback that while attempting to complete Natlan's warrior challenges, it was difficult to locate where to pick up the quests. So, after the version 5.6 update, the treasure compass can now track those locations.
What? What are we talking about?
Yeah, they can. Warrior challenges are important because that's how you get obsidian fragments, which you can use to unlock tribal secret spaces, right? It would be nice if the treasure compass could track those too.
It can! And once your exploration progress is high enough, the treasure compass will be able to pinpoint the location of tribal secret spaces as well.
Yeah,
See,
guys, I'm only missing one. This is the worst update I can. No, actually, realistically, it's not that difficult. They are not that hidden. The only one that I can say that was fully hidden for me might have been Flower Feather Clan, and that's it. I was like, where the hell was this? I found it out, but I feel like that's the one that took me the most. But realistically, it's not that hard. But of course, quality of life. This is QO. How is it? Yeah, QOL. It is what it is. It's not like it matters nowadays because I already have everything. But that's me. Not everything is about. I lied. Everything is about me. So update
Billy,
sucks.
at a high
Next.
enough exploration progress, more chests from various nations can also be located using the treasure compass.
Oh, nice. That should really help travelers that are stuck at 99% exploration.
99%.
Map pins have also been optimized.
I
Starting
have
in
never
version
used a
5.6,
single pin.
Travelers can now delete custom pins in batches.
Ooh, that should make it a lot easier.
I have
to start
never
fresh if
used it.
you're
I don't have
someone
a
who
single
really
pin
likes
on
to
my
go
map.
ham with the markers.
Maybe.
Definitely.
Actually, I think I did.
Well, that wraps up our
The
system optimizations.
fishing-
So now it's
the
time
fishing
for some
places.
out-of-game news.
I already memorized the
Mhm,
places,
that's
so realistically it doesn't
First,
matter.
we have some exciting collaboration
So now that we can
news to
erase
share.
them, let me erase
Genshin
them.
Impact is partnering with the global beauty brand Charlotte Tilbury to launch 2 limited editions sets.
Wow.
So let's watch the preview trailer for the
Let's say it.
collaboration.
I don't. Anyways, let's have that. Don't really care. Okay. When is this update? To next week, right? Next week. So not this Tuesday, the next one. Okay, so we have all the way to next Tuesday to finish the volcano quest. To finish the entirety of Natlan. Okay, we have enough time. I thought we have. Yeah, a week is more than enough. A week and like 4 days, technically. This Sunday, this Saturday,
But
this
I have
Sunday,
even more news.
and then
in addition, Genshin
next
Impact's third Natlan OST album,
Monday and Tuesday.
Radiance of
So yeah, we
Flame,
have
is
enough.
coming soon. Yeah. The album contains various tracks composed by the
Yo,
Hoyo
wait,
Mix
this
team
is
for the
spoilers. I
collective
have
of
not
Plenty
been
and other
here,
regions.
and I have
So
not heard
stay
a
tuned for the
single
drop.
piece from there.
Awesome.
Oh, it's gonna
Okay,
be
that's fine.
amazing. The music's gonna be so cool.
What with the
So
mini traveler there?
wonderful.
Wow.
Mini ether there.
Okay, let me check my scroll here. Yeah, that's all the information
When the hell do you
I
have to
have
scroll?
about version 5.6.
Yeah, me too. What about you, Jane?
I am just so excited to uncover more about the Albedo trial.
Yeah,
mystery
yeah,
and to
I
defeat
really
the
cannot
new
give more
boss
commentary
on the
about that.
chessboard.
You're getting
I
a
can't
new
wait for
boss,
you to
new
meet
weekly boss,
Escoffier.
which
It's been so
it makes
much fun
sense.
working
I think
with
I
her,
mentioned
and
this,
just-
right?
You're gonna love her.
That we were gonna
And
get
to
a
follow
new
that
weekly
up,
boss,
Aoife is finally
either
playable, and of course he's gonna
this
have Kakuku
patch
right by his
or
side,
this
but the
patch,
minigames
'cause
are
it's usually
so
always on
fun and
5.6.
creative.
we
Absolutely.
got Arlequin
Well,
on
that's
4.6.
it for the
So
version
yeah,
5.6 special
that was pretty
program.
much. And then we
new
got
adventure awaits.
we
I
got
hope it brings with it
yeah,
new
3.6
friendships,
with
new
Nahida's
answers, and a
second
whole
story
lot of
quest.
fun.
So
And
pretty
with
much
that,
it
all
was
there's
pretty
left to
it
say
was
is
pretty
see you in
meant to be
travelers.
here.
Bye. Bye.
Because even
See ya.
well, actually, Raiden Shogun was 2.5, so that's different. Is this the end? Oh, April 30th. April 30th. Oh, okay. Song of the Walking Moon. Song of the Walking Moon. April 30th. When is that? 5 days from here. 5 days from here is next Wednesday. Okay. Wait a second. Anyways, by the I don't know. Let's recap. This is an Archon quest, by the way. It is an interlude. It felt like an interlude, realistically, because it's more. I want to know exactly how do we tie the fact that we are coming back to Mondstadt as a traveler. So I don't really know. But of course, we will have to see. Like, why Mondstadt? Maybe we got a message that things are going array. Or maybe we found out about Albedo stuff first. Who knows? But yeah, it feels like an interlude as for us to transition to Not Cried and getting the new dormant port and all of that. It seems to be the case. After what we saw here, there's no new place, so we're not getting dormant port. So maybe what I mentioned was correct. we don't get any expansion this update of any map, but on 5.7 we get either the expansion for Mondstadt, which I don't think is the case. I think it's gonna be Natlan, Marijivari, with Dainsleif quest. I feel like it's those two things. It's gonna be the Dainsleif quest is gonna be inside the Marijivari. Chances are, that is my thoughts right now. I don't know if that's gonna be the case. Of course, we have no leakers here. Holy leakers! That's not something that happened here. But I'm just theorizing here. But hey, that was just a theory. A game theory. But it is what it is. It seems promising. It seems interesting nonetheless. Event-wise, don't really care. Because events is just for me to gain money. That's how it works. That's where we put the work on. I'm super curious about the whole thing, because it was super packed. The trailer itself was super packed, had a lot of information, and it was in Japanese. So for anybody that doesn't understand Japanese, you have like 2 entry barrier here. Things are super fast paced, like they usually are, but not in a language that they don't know. So if you don't understand, you can go back and watch it by yourself. I was gonna watch it, but I'm not gonna do it on stream because I want to actually analyze it by myself, and we'll see what happens later. Damn. Okay, but for now, that's the end of the video. So guys, remember, that's it. Remember, that's it. Like, I guess. I mean, you could. You don't have to, but I will appreciate if you do. If you don't, I already know you're a P, so don't worry. You might be receiving something soon. A present? Welking? No. Maybe the moon, but not a Welking. Anyways, bye bye bye.